There we go. Okay. Ernie, how's it going? How's it going, Windy City? Hey, Strings, how's it going, you guys? What's going on? You gonna hear me all right, hopefully? Hopefully everyone hears me all right. I don't know if I'm too quiet or not. I should be okay. Haven't streamed in a hot minute. It felt so weird to go live. Like, I was almost genuinely nervous to go live. I don't know why. No jersey? No jersey, dude. It is so hot in my room right now. Oh my gosh, look at I got the chat right in the middle of the screen. Let me fix that. How's it going, Alan? We don't need the chat box right there. We'll put it right there. That looks better. How you doing, Alan? How are you all doing? We got the draft lottery in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, okay? So we're just going to sit back. We're going to talk. I made some cool graphics to go over top of the screen for it. So I'm pretty excited about that. You got the Blackhawks suit and Reverse Retro 2 going. Damn. What does a Blackhawks suit entail? What does that mean? Like, are you just wearing, like, red and black colors, like, suit? Or do you have, like, a Blackhawks tie on or something? Or do you have a full-on actual Chicago Blackhawks, like, suit? Reverse Retro 2 is nice. Are you wearing the Reverse Retro 2 over top of the suit? Like, I need some details. If the Hawks win, I'm not following hockey anymore. Alan, I think we might be in the same boat here. I don't think Windy City Hockey's going to be happy to hear that, but I think I might be in the same boat. That if I sit here and watch this happening, I'm going to be disappointed if the Chicago Blackhawks win. You can see it on my Instagram story. Bet. Okay, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Does the stream look okay, you guys? Like, is the quality and everything okay? Like I said at the beginning, I haven't streamed in, like, honestly, I don't even remember the last time I streamed. So it's been a while. So I just kind of hit start. I don't know if everything's set up properly. You'll be hoping the best for my Canucks, dude. You have no idea. It's not gonna happen. Like, I know it's not gonna happen, but obviously, if it did, that would be insane. Thank you. Like, I don't think Vancouver's gonna win, Alan. I really don't. I just don't think it's possible. Canucks just are so unlucky in every single facet of hockey. It's just not even funny. It's good? Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Canucks, yeah, they're just so unlucky in every single facet of life. It's not even funny. Like, yeah, there's no way. But regardless, this draft is so deep that I'm genuinely okay, even with the Canucks picking like 11th or even 12th if they were to drop one. I'm okay. Like, obviously, Bedard would be sick, but there's so much good talent this year in the draft that I think I mean, it's going to suck, obviously, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. We're still going to get a good player. So you're saying there's a chance. That's essentially exactly what I'm going off of, Tarps. That's 100% what I'm doing here. It's 3%, but you're still telling me there's a chance, and that's all I need for a little bit of hope, little glimmer of hope. That's all I need. The Windy City needs a superstar. I mean, they've had superstars, but yes, I do think they need the help personally. I just worry. My only thing with him going to the Hawks potentially is how long is this Chicago Blackhawks rebuild going to be? He essentially would be really the only, like, good. I mean, there's like some average players there, but they would be like the really only good superstar player there. So buy a custom Bedard jersey before he's actually drafted. I can't do that. I'm not ballsy enough for that. There's no way. And then I'm just stuck with like a meme Canucks like Bedard jersey. I don't know if I can do that. Canucks are gonna go down a spot. Kyle, you're 100% right. I've already mentally prepared myself for the Canucks dropping to 12. And in order for that, obviously somebody behind them is gonna have to jump. But I just think that's what's gonna happen. There's no way the Canucks go up in the draft. We always drop. Always. I want the Hawks to be the top two and maybe top pick. I'm sure you do want that, Mike. I'm sure you do. I I don't know where I want him to go. Selfishly, obviously, I want Vancouver. But there's a lot of good teams that could get him. I actually, like, as much as I don't really want him to go there, I think Columbus would be kind of sick. I know they're kind of like a small hockey market. But, I mean, they got some young players there. I think him and Goudreau would be absolutely sick. And I don't know. I think it would be cool for him to go. Columbus needs a superstar, like an absolute superstar again. So that would help them out a lot. They need that help for sure. Like, without a doubt. There's not really, like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know where I want him to go. It's hard because every team in the bottom's kind of rebuilding. The hockey gods will bless the Canucks just once. This hockey, I can have something to be excited about. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Like, I'm sure the hockey guy obviously has watched the Canucks longer than me, so he's got way deeper scars than what I have. His scars run deep. But, yeah, I don't know. There's nothing for Canucks fans to be excited about. Next year, we may make the playoffs, but, like, oh, for what? Just to get first rounded? Like, what's even the point, you know? I don't know. Canucks, there's just no way, like, they're going to be good enough. They're not going to, like, win the cup or anything. Like, what's even the point? But maybe that's just me being negative. Maybe making the playoffs is a good thing. I could just be rambling and being negative. I'm sure you will, Windy City. I'm sure you will go crazy. I am sure whatever team gets Bedard would go crazy. Though, if Montreal gets first, again, for whatever reason, I believe they're like the team that's gotten first in the draft lottery the most out of any team. They probably won't take Bedard because they just seem like they don't like taking the obvious first overall pick. So they're going to pick like Fantilli or somebody else. They just won't pick Bedard. They'll Shane Wright him, essentially. Oh, my bad, Big Willis. My bad. That's fair, Alan. I'm sure for those of you guys who are in the East, you'd rather him be there to watch. That makes sense. As somebody from Vancouver and a Vancouver Canucks fan, where Bedard is from and his favorite team, I would like him to stay in the Pacific. So I guess Arizona, just so I could watch him play more. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, go Flames. Someone had a Shane Wright Canadiens jersey, and the Canadiens passed on him last year. Yeah, the Habs were like going to get him up until like a week or two before the draft, and then they just made a big switch up and just wanted Slafkovsky for whatever reason. I still feel like Shane Wright's a beast though. You're bracing yourself for Arizona? Yeah, I mean Bettman loves Arizona, so I could see them getting him. The only thing is if the draft lottery really is rigged, then maybe he wouldn't rig it for Arizona just because, I don't know. Maybe he wants him to go somewhere else where they can turn more money. The Yotes, if they get Bedard, are actually going to be a nasty team in a few years. Like, that team's going to be ridiculous. It's actually going to be stupid. Canucks would be awesome for the hometown connection. Unfortunately, we just didn't trade anyone at the deadline and just didn't get bad enough. So, which is unfortunate. I want to try to edit this chat box. It could be what finally gets the arena deal done. Maybe they like made some sort of like deal or connection thing where it's like if they sign the deal, then maybe he goes there. I mean, anyone's going to go crazy. Like, it's going to be insane. Everyone's going to go crazy. No matter where he goes, that fan base is just going to go absolutely insane. How do I edit this darn thing? There, that's better. Have the chat box go up the side. Hey, John, how's it going? How are you doing? After watching me and others make jersey concepts, you finally got a laptop that can run Photoshop. That's sick. Congrats. I've been so bored at making concepts lately. I don't know what it is. I just haven't been wanting to make concepts lately. I've been so bored of it. Just can't get myself to do it. I think I'm just like almost out of ideas. Like I almost just went crazy. When I started making concepts, I made just so many, like so fast, that I think I just kind of got bored. You're doing good? That's good. I'm happy to hear that. So, for those of you guys, what team, everyone tell me right now, your favorite team, what team do you want to get Bedard? Like, I just need to know. What team do you want to get Bedard right now? Who's your favorite team to get him? I have a few that I'm okay with and that I would like, but there's obviously some that I'm not really... There's honestly quite a bit up in that top, like, 6 that I don't really want to get him, to be honest. I've only done a few, but I've been posting them on Instagram. You're going to have to... I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but DM me so I can follow you back. I definitely want to follow you. Especially if you're making concepts. That's sick. The Coyotes. See, that's an interesting one. He would be good there. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent there. All right, let's do something here. Let's do something. Anyone but St. Louis, Vancouver, Canadian team, deserves him. I think it would be cool if a Canadian team got him. I think it would be cool. Okay, let's take a look at this. So this is where the draft essentially is supposed to... how it's supposed to go here. Or at least this is one of the mock-ups. Like, this is one of the... just the... what am I trying to say here? The mock drafts. Anyone but Chicago. Yeah, John, aren't you a St. Louis fan? I'm sure you would absolutely love for St. Louis to get him. I would be stoked if St. Louis got him. Obviously, more so if the Canucks got him. But it would be cool if St. Louis got him too. Just sent a DM. All right, I'll follow you after the stream. Go Blues. Let's go. Yeah, I'll follow you after we're done here. There is just so much talent that can go anywhere here. Like, obviously, Bedard. Fantilli is a sick pick for second overall. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think Michkov goes third, probably Carlson. But still, Michkov's probably going to drop to like 5 or 6. That's still a steal of a pick, especially for a team like Arizona. Like, let's say Arizona was to get Michkov. That's perfect for them because most of their young players are like 3 years away from even being like really good NHL players. And that's how long Michkov's contract is in KHL, unless he obviously decides not to play for Arizona, which would suck. But I think in 3 years, when his contract's up in Russia, he would see the talent that Arizona has and would want to sign. So I think Michkov would be a sick pick for Arizona if he's still there at 6, which I think he could be. Yotes and Ducks are who I'm rooting for, but anyone other than Chicago are acceptable. I absolutely agree, Alan. I agree. I would still be a little bit upset if San Jose got him, but I think I would be more okay with San Jose than Chicago for sure. Or Washington. I don't want Washington to get him because Washington's just been good for so long that like I just don't want that. I don't want that. If any one of these teams, like the Canucks, St. Louis, Detroit, these teams are going to be nasty next year. If they manage to make the jump and get Bedard, they're going to be insane next year. So Arizona got this pick from who? Calgary? No. Who did they get this pick from? I don't remember. Ottawa. It was Ottawa. Interesting. That's interesting. See, I thought for sure the Canucks would get Rainbacker. Like, I don't know why this has him so low. I'm pretty sure in some other mock drafts he's up quite high. And I feel like if he is, like a lot of mock drafts I've seen have him up around like 9 to like 14. And I think he'd be a great pick for the Canucks or Sandin Pellikka. I really like Axel Sandin Pellikka, even though he's kind of struggled in the SHL a little bit. I think he would be a sick pick. He's essentially like a right-handed Quinn Hughes. And like that's absolutely sick. And he's Swedish. Swedes love Vancouver. So like if the Canucks got him at around 11 or even 12 if they were to drop back, I think that would be sick. Yeah, the Blue Jackets desperately need like a superstar player. Like, I mean, they got Kent Johnson, and I think Kent Johnson's a beast. Like, don't get me wrong. I think he's super good. He's also, cool thing is Kent Johnson's also from Vancouver. So if they get Connor Bedard, who's also from Vancouver, they got 2 Vancouver natives as their, like, superstar young players on that team. I think that would be sick, to be honest. That would be super cool. I'll go nuts if somehow Ottawa jumps to 2. I don't know if Ottawa can. Does Ottawa still have that pick? Because this draft has Arizona at it, or this mock draft. Vancouver loves Swedes. They do. Is that what I said, or did I say something wrong? But they do. I don't want Philly to get him. I agree. As a Devils fan, Metro, I'm already logged it up. Yep. My team has been super fortunate and can't talk. I don't want Philly to get him too. I think Philly's going to be so bad for so long. Like, they're in 7th, not because they're doing a rebuild, but because they just genuinely suck. Like, that's all it is. They just genuinely suck. So, like, I just don't want them to go there. Oh, that was the Chikrin trade, right? I think that's what it was. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember what happened to that. I had another. Here's another one. Like, this one's got Michkov at 3 as well, which is just crazy to me. Like, everyone I've seen, every mock draft I've seen has Michkov quite a bit lower. So I'm surprised. Like, I know he's good enough. Like, obviously he's good enough to be at 3, but it's because of that whole... This also has the Canucks at 8th. Yeah, this is terrible. We're going back. No, I'm intrigued to see what happens. We got like 12 minutes. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show, obviously, the draft lottery on the screen, but I will have it up on my screen. We'll talk about it. I made a cool overlay. I'll show you guys quickly. So I'm going to have this, which is going to have a list. And then we'll start from the worst, so the 15th spot, and I'll put the team if they stay. So if Calgary stays at 16th, then they stay at 16th, right? If not, I'll move them up, and then so on and so forth. And we'll go through and just create the list as they do it. So those of you who are not watching can kind of see it here, which I think is cool. I think it'll be cool. Whoa, look at this. Perot here. He's 5 foot, 1,075. Damn. He is 6 foot, 35 inches. What is this? That doesn't even make sense. The Hawks need this. I don't know if the Hawks need it. I'm going to be honest. They've been good for too long. I don't think they need it. I think they need some downtime. They need some rebuild time in the gutters. They've been good for too long. They've won too much. They don't need it. But I can understand as a Hawks fan why you think they do. I think, obviously, Bedard would be sick for Chicago. Like, obviously. I think Chicago's another one of those teams that Michkov could be a super sick pick. Just strictly because he's stuck in Russia for 3 years. The same reason with Arizona. And Chicago's going to be, like, still rebuilding for 3 more years at least. So, and then after those 3 years, that's when you can sign Michkov in the NHL when he's ready. Like, I mean, whatever player they draft that's not Connor Bedard probably doesn't play in the NHL next year. So I think, like, if Chicago is at 4, or even if they drop back a little bit, I honestly think Michkov could be a super sick pick for them. Because you're not going to play that player in the NHL anyways. And even if you do, you don't want to be good. And Michkov's going to, like, help that team be good. So you might as well have a prospect over in the KHL just tearing it up instead of helping you be good. And then you can keep getting better draft picks, you know? So I think for a team like Chicago, Michkov kind of makes sense. A team that's going to go through like a multi-year kind of rebuild here. A team like, I mean, Montreal needs help now. Like, I don't think they're in a position to wait 3 years. So Montreal, it wouldn't make sense for. Arizona, it could make sense for. Like, really any other team. Except, like, the bottom teams. Like, 9, 10, 11. Those teams, even 8, like Washington, don't really need Michkov. They need help now. They don't need somebody in 3 years. So we'll just see how that goes. Oh, another Montreal fan. Here we go. They don't deserve another first overall. They had their attempt and they failed. Give it to a team that's never had a first overall before. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say here. All I'm saying, you guys. Oh my god. Okay. Hold up. Sharks. Baby shark doo doo. All I'm saying is if they flip over that, if they somehow flip over the pinball at 11 and it doesn't say Vancouver and it says St. Louis, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic because that means we're getting 3, 2, or 1, and I'm just absolutely pumped. I'm fine with either one of those. We're probably, if we get 3, we're getting Leo Carlson. That's a beast. He's gonna play so good with PD. It's gonna be sick. If we get 2, Fantilli, that's also sick. Play him with PD too. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I will be absolutely like going crazy if that was to happen. Not Columbus? Why not Columbus? Why not Columbus? My bad, Columbus. What do you have against Columbus? That's unfortunate. All right, let me start getting it ready. I'm going to pull it up on my monitor here and get it ready. We got 10 minutes. Oh, no, we don't. We got 7 minutes. Time's going by fast. I'm excited to see how this goes. All right, you got it ready. Pulled up on the other monitor. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. We are ready to rock and roll. God, I hope this goes good. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm so extremely nervous for what's going to happen. Like, unbelievably nervous. I don't know why, because the Canucks are obviously just getting 12th, like, obviously. All right, we got it on the screen here. Could Bedard be the guy Montreal really need for the reconstruction now? Good for them. That's fine, John. You can hop between as many streams as you want. I just appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. He's going to California. I hope he doesn't go to the Ducks. I hope he doesn't go there. I really hope not. I hope he doesn't go to the Ducks. I hope he does not go to Chicago. I hope he doesn't go to Philly or the Caps. Yeah, I agree, Alan. The jerseys are terrible. Bedard's going to look like not good in those jerseys because they're just not good. Unless they decide to do like a refresh, they could, like, once they get Bedard's going to like say to them, look, your jerseys are terrible. I don't want to wear these. And they'll be like, okay, like let's rebrand. Anywhere but Chicago. I agree. I do agree. We'll see what happens. If they go through any of like the top picks and like one of them aren't there, that's when it's going to get interesting. Like if they get to Pittsburgh, for example, and they go to that pick and they don't pull up Pittsburgh, they pull up Buffalo, that's when things get interesting because it's like, where did Pittsburgh go? So we'll just have to see what happens. But that would be interesting. Obviously, for those of you, the last team that can jump up is the Canucks, if you're unaware. So Ottawa, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Nashville, and Calgary cannot jump up to first overall. You can only go 10 spots higher than where they're at. Fanatics things doesn't necessarily make it tough. I think they could rebrand once Fanatics takes over. Like in 2 years, that's when I think they could do the rebrand. I don't think it's new designs from Fanatics. I think it's jersey changes from Fanatics. I could be wrong, but from what I understood is it just means they won't be making like drastic changes to the jerseys until 2026 because they have the same manufacturing that Adidas has. I could be wrong, but that's what I understood from what I read. I mean, I probably am wrong. Habs better not get it. I agree. They did just have one, so it would be kind of like Edmonton all over again, or even the Rangers all over again. We haven't had a drop in a while. Like, let me pull something up real quick. We got like a few minutes. I feel like Detroit is far by the best place for Bedard to end up. I agree, just strictly because they're one of the better teams there. But I just don't think they need him, you know? Like, that's what it comes down to. They just don't need him. Well, I mean, any team needs him, so I'm lying on that. But you know what I mean. Okay. So like this, for example, we got a few minutes here. We got 2 minutes. Outside of the Canucks, is there any other team you'd like to get Bedard? I would like St. Louis to get Bedard because they're my second favorite team, and I would be okay with Columbus getting him because Kent Johnson, who's one of Columbus's like prospects, is also from Vancouver, so I think him and Bedard would be sick together. So look at this. The past 2 years, the team that was in first kept first. I feel like that's got to be a sign, right? That team that's in first is not going to get first this year. The Rangers here went from 8th to 15th, so somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly where they ended up, and they got first. Like, talk about lucky. He's going to a big market. It's in the script. Where do you think that is, Jake? Where do you think that is? Probably Coyotes. Bettman will make it happen. If he goes to Coyotes, it's obviously rigged. Like, obviously. If he goes there. It's crazy to me to think that Toronto had a first overall pick. Like, that's absolutely insane to me. They just seem too good. So some teams move around. Not very often does a team go from where the Canucks are and finish first. It just doesn't happen very often. So I highly doubt it will happen. Obviously, it would be super sick, but I just highly doubt it. I'm prepared. I'm mentally prepared for them to drop to 12th. That's where I'm mentally prepared for. Yeah, Oilers just... It was rigged for the Oilers to get that for sure. It just doesn't make sense. It just... I don't know. All right, here we go. It's ready, boys. It's going on. We're starting this. Let's get this going. Let's see what is going to happen. I have it pulled up on my other monitor here so I can listen to it. Get this ready. Hopefully you guys got it on your TV. If not, I have a list going here and we'll go through the list. Man. I wonder what's going to happen. This is kind of like... It's kind of exciting. It's going to be lackluster. I feel like there's not going to be... No, I cannot show the draft, Van. I just get absolutely copyright strike destroyed by the NHL. My YouTube channel will just be absolutely shut down. I'd never see my YouTube channel ever again. And I don't want that. Yeah, I think it's going to be lackluster. I don't know why, but I have this feeling that not a lot of teams are going to change. Like, I just have this feeling that it's gonna stay the same. Like most teams are gonna just stay where they're at. I don't know why I have this. Everyone always thinks that something crazy is gonna happen. I just feel like it won't. I think it's gonna be lackluster. We'll see. The graphics they have on this show is ridiculous. They got like banners behind the desk and everything. Who do you think will get the first overall pick? I think Columbus is going to jump from third to first and get it. I would be okay with that. I would personally be okay with that. And I'd be for sure ordering a jersey with Connor Bedard's name on it. I think whatever team gets it, I think I might order their jersey with Connor Bedard on it. I feel like I have to. Hopefully they'll be ordering a Canucks jersey. Man. What's bad about it is the Canucks can't move up to anywhere but first, second, and third. And they have their highest percentage to go anywhere is back one. So I feel like that's what's going to happen. The center depth would be insane. Like, the Arizona Coyotes essentially don't need them because they already have a 1-2 punch in, like you said, Cooley and Geeky. They have a 1-2 punch. But, like, any team could use Connor Bedard. It doesn't matter how good your 1-2 punch is. Like, any team could use them. Kevin Bieksa just said the Canucks are going to get him. I love you, Bieksa. Let's go. Bieksa believes. Bieksa believes it. I love it. There's always a chance. There's no way the Canucks get it. I agree. I think I personally think Columbus is a team that didn't purposely tank. They signed Gaudreau. You don't sign Gaudreau if you plan on tanking. I think they just ended up being bad. So I think Columbus would be an okay team just because they didn't try to tank. Like, Chicago clearly tried to tank. Clearly. I don't even think Anaheim tried to tank, to be honest. Like, they have a somewhat decent team. I don't think they tried to tank. The Yotes do need good defensemen and a prospect for goalie. I agree. They don't necessarily need Bedard, but obviously it would be nice. Yeah, you never turn away Bedard. Zegras Bedard would be crazy. I agree. I don't like Trevor Zegras. I just don't like him. But I do agree that would be sick. Michkov is probably going to a lower than expected just because he's in the KHL for a year or two. I agree. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like Michkov could go to one of those teams that know they're going to be rebuilding for multiple years. So like the teams like Arizona, maybe Arizona, the teams like Philadelphia, teams like Chicago, those kind of teams that don't need the immediate help, I think are the teams that are going to try to take Michkov because he's got the 3 years. I think it's 3 years, Nick, I believe. 3 more years or 2. Either way, he's got multiple years still over in Russia. So like those teams can afford to not have the immediate help. Plus, he probably wouldn't play in the NHL right away anyways. Like those teams want to tank. They don't want to be good. And if you just throw Michkov in your lineup like right away, you're like, obviously he's going to help you win. He's a beast. So I could see him going to a couple of those teams. Let me throw this back up until it gets going here. You think when Bedard is drafted, he will stay in the league or go back to the minors? I don't think he'll... That's actually tough. I think it depends what team he's drafted to. I do think that. I think if he's drafted to a team like Columbus or Anaheim, I think he might play in the NHL because they actually have good players for him to play around. But I think if he's drafted to a team like Chicago, he probably won't play next year in the NHL. Again, Chicago probably doesn't want to be good, and Bedard would help them be good. So I think they would rather just not have him on the lineup and help them. I could see a team like really every team except for Chicago, I could see wanting him to at least try to start out next year. Chicago is one of those teams that they might keep him on like that. What, you play 8 games or something in the NHL and then you can send him down. He doesn't qualify. He doesn't get like qualified for the Calder and all that. And they send him down and then just tank the year, get another good draft pick. And then you can bring him up next year or the year after when you actually start trying to get going here. But I think Chicago's just so bad and want to be bad that there's no point in putting in Bedard if you were to get him. Unless he just genuinely wants to play. He might get pissed and say, like, I'm ready for this. Can the Sharks get us so we have something nice? I mean, you had Carlson put up 100 points. That's pretty sick. And I don't think things are all bad. And I also think the Sharks made out all right in the Meyer trade, all things considered. They had no leverage. And they still managed to trade him for some decent picks. All right, it's back on. Let's see what happens. It's back on. The draft lottery essentially takes like 5 seconds. And then like they're just going to show clips and videos up until like the end. And then they're just going to get it over with. And then it's done. That's pretty much what's going to happen. I feel like it's going to be anticlimactic. It could stay the same. I think Columbus might jump from 3 to 1, but otherwise I think it's going to stay kind of the same. You can stunt their development by bringing them up too early. That is true. That definitely can happen, especially if they don't have good players to play around. And it's like you don't want a young player to just carry your team. How's it going, Noah? How are you doing? Yo, imagine being a fan of one of those teams, Anaheim, Columbus, or Chicago. Like, that would be so nerve-wracking. That's insane. It's insane. But don't even, like... like for those teams to not get Bedard obviously is devastating, but there's still so much good talent out there that like you're still getting a beast. You're still getting a beast. I'm good, Noah. Thanks for asking. Waiting to see who gets first overall. It is crazy, Nick. It really is. It's absolutely insane. Confirmed, Bedard's a big Sidney Crosby fan. Imagine Matthews with Bedard in Arizona. That would actually be sick. That'd be insane. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen if the Leafs get swept tomorrow, so we'll see. Bedard or Matthews might not want to be there anymore. We'll have to wait and see. Totally agree, Blue Liner. I totally agree. It's just not worth it for some teams, you know? Oh, so if Ottawa's pick is not top 5, it stays for Ottawa. Okay. So Ottawa's essentially hoping for a high pick. If a team with the 12 to 16 range wins the first drawing, the first pick will remain with the Anaheim Ducks. It just seems so dumb. Like, why are they even like eligible at that point? Oh, a team can't win the lottery twice in a 5-year period. So that means Montreal can't win. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Here we go. They're getting it started. 16th pick. Is it going to stay the same? Calgary Flames. So it stays the same. Calgary at 16. All right. Is this going to stay Nashville? It does stay to Nashville. So Nashville stays 15th. I don't expect any of these crazy teams here to go up. All right. 14 stays with Pittsburgh. 14th is still a good pick. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no way they give Buffalo this jump. There's no way, right? Buffalo's going to stay 13. They have to. Yeah, they have to. Oh my God, we're almost there. 12. This is going to be the Vancouver Canucks. This is going to be the Vancouver Canucks. Right here. Number 12. The Vancouver Canucks. Oh, let's go. So we might stay at 11. Oh my gosh. If they don't flip over Vancouver, I'm going for a lap. They're going to flip over Vancouver, but if they don't. Damn it. It's rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged. All right, St. Louis. St. Louis is not flipped over here. It is St. Louis. Okay. That's to be expected. I'm saying I don't think a lot's going to change here. Maybe like towards the end. If Detroit gets this, I'm going to lose it. There's no way, right? There's no way. Okay, give it to Detroit. It's all good, Jeff. It is what it is. I think we're going to draft a really good defenseman at number 11. Like a really good defenseman. Palika, maybe. Rainbacker. Like, we'll be all right. We need a good defenseman. The Caps. Okay, good. The Caps didn't move up. So everything's the same so far. Nothing crazy. Pretty straightforward. Okay, Philly better turnover here. They better. I'm going to be devastated if they don't. Come on. Don't give it to Philly. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Suck it, Philly. Suck it. All right, Arizona is not getting picked here. This is going to be Montreal. Arizona, it's going to be Montreal. Oh, okay. Arizona stays at 6. Wow, I'm interested. I'm very interested now. Now I'm intrigued. I don't think Montreal can get it because they said something about them winning twice in like 5 years. Okay, the Habs stay. The Habs stay at number 5. Still a really good pick. Okay, San Jose at number 4. I'm hoping this is Chicago. I hope Chicago falls down one. That'd be insane. Okay, sorry, San Jose Sharks fans. We're into the top 3. What's going to happen? It stayed the same so far. Nothing has changed. If they flip 3 over and it is not Chicago, it's rigged. Oh, they're going to commercial. They're going to commercial. Give it to Anaheim because he hasn't won. Because they haven't got a first overall. So maybe it will be them. Bedard and Zegras and McTavish would be sick. I'm going to be honest. That would be absolutely sick. I wonder what's going to happen here. Womp womp. Canucks can never get anything nice. Anything. Dude, I think Columbus could get it. I think Columbus could move. I think Columbus could move up. Commercial to prepare for the Chicago. Yeah, I'm a Canucks fan. No, I'm a big Canucks fan. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm a big Canucks fan. I'm intrigued. I hope it's not Chicago. I hope it's Columbus. I think it would be sick. I need a Columbus jersey, so a Bedard Columbus jersey would be sick. And Columbus needs the hype. Holy, we have 117 people here. Thank you guys. If you guys are new, it'd be awesome if you guys subscribed. And if you want to see more live streams, let me know. I can do more live streams. I enjoy doing them. I just don't always do them, but I think they're fun. I also might have a little bit of a potential thing in the works, maybe podcast, live stream podcast, something like that, potentially in the works. So it's kind of boring that nothing changed, to be honest. Like, it's a little bit boring. Canucks got pretty bad luck too, Brad. Like, pretty bad luck. Dolo, you're new? Well, thanks for watching, man. You're a Red Wings fan? Damn, well, I'm sorry they didn't jump. Either way, like, I'm a Canucks fan, so us around 11 and 9 are still really good picks. Like, they're still going to be really good picks. This draft is so deep. So we'll be all right. We will be okay. And the Red Wings, honestly, shouldn't be as bad as they are. Nasher's going to go crazy, Jack. He's going to go absolutely crazy. I think for him to play next year, they have more talent in Anaheim. I really do. It does suck, Dolo. It does. Okay, here we go. We're getting back into it. Yeah, Nasher's sick. I watch him all the time. All right, let's see what happens here. Is it going to be Chicago third, or is it going to be Anaheim, Columbus? Who's getting 3? Columbus. Columbus drops to 3rd. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Thank you. Oh my god. So it's Anaheim or Chicago. There's no way I don't want Chicago to get him. I really don't. Come on. Well, thanks, Noah. Thanks for tuning in, man. I'm glad you found my channel. Okay, who's getting first? Who's getting first? Damn it. NHL's rigged. The NHL is rigged. Rigged. No, man. Ruined Bedard's career. No way. They've had so many first round. Oh, man. Damn, man. I did not want them to get it. That's so lame. They just awarded a team that tanked. That's crazy. That's crazy. Chicago's been good for so long, like, and then they have 1 year where they just completely tank and rebuild and they get first overall. Like, he went to a hockey market, and that's exactly what the NHL was gonna do. That's crazy. That is crazy. Everyone was saying if Chicago gets first overall, it's the darkest timeline. That's so funny. Like, as soon as they lose their franchise players, they get another franchise player. Yeah, yeah, Jogger, Chicago got first. They literally lose their franchise players, and as soon as they lose them, the NHL's like, here's another franchise player in Connor Bedard. Like, what? What? That is insane. That's terrible. Imagine he does some crazy stuff where he just like says he's not signing in Chicago. That'd be insane. Everyone's saying it's rigged because he went to Chicago. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm reading Twitter and everyone's freaking out about this. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn. Everyone's saying it. Like, everyone. That's so funny. There's no way they pass, Dewey. There's no way. I mean, maybe. Everyone is saying it. That's crazy. Maybe he bans it like some like G like some be a pro mode. He just purposely picks the wrong interview answers and they just pass on him. Wanted to see Zegras and Bedard together. But they didn't get it. It was my number two. It was kind of bummed. Yeah, it kind of sucks for Ducks fans, but I mean, Fantilli's a beast too. Think about it. Like, Fantilli and Zegras is still going to be gross. Fantilli is sick too. So the only change, I said it was going to be boring. The only change was Chicago moving up 2 spots, Columbus falling down one, and Anaheim falling down one. That was the only thing that happened. If you do it, he can. I don't think he can. I think he could give the worst answers possible at an interview with the Chicago Blackhawks GM, and he's still getting drafted. I'm going to be honest. That's that's unfortunate. It's unfortunately not a joke. Especially with the rumors they had like years or not even years ago, like their whole GM rumors and all of that happened, like they don't deserve this. It's crazy. I agree, Aaron. I do agree. Crazy. Man, that's just. I have no explanation for why the Canucks continue to suck. Actually, I have one: terrible GMing, like terrible, terrible asset management, terrible contracts. We had terrible GM. That's why the Canucks suck so long. Bedard on the first line with Taylor Radish and Drew Jarkera. Jesus. Bedard instantly goes to Chicago and is the best player on that team. Not even close. It's not even close. I would rather him go to the Blue Jackets than Chicago, Alex, to be honest. Honestly. And now, think about this. I didn't even think about this. Bedard's a Canucks fan, and now he has to go to Chicago, one of like Canucks' biggest rivals back in the day for their playoff run. There's no way he wants to go there. There's no way he's happy about that. There's no way. There's no way he wants to go there. That's what I'm saying, Alan. That's 100% what I'm saying. They haven't sucked enough to deserve this. Will he sign in Chicago? I feel like he will, because you just don't see that like really anymore in the NHL. I feel like he will, but I mean, it could be crazy. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Unbelievable. Maybe he will pull Lynn Ross. I hope so. That'd be sick. I hope so. That'd be absolutely awesome. He might not sign that. That'd be funny. I don't think his career is ruined. I just don't want him to go there. They don't deserve him. They just don't deserve him. That's all. But his career isn't ruined. I mean, he goes to a Chicago team that's full of AHLers. They have like no NHLers on that team. So he's instantly the best player on the team, not even close. He has no talent around him. Um yeah, he went to a team that purposely tanked. I don't know. It just seems lame. It seems really lame. They don't deserve him because they literally were good for so long, just traded away their franchise players, like just traded away Kane, and Taves is now going to his contract's up like just this year, and now they get another franchise player. Like they just haven't been bad long enough to deserve a franchise player, in my opinion. Ducks, Blackhawks, and then outside my top three, the Blues. Like, yeah, exactly, Alan. Chicago literally just traded their, or just got rid of their generational superstars just to get another one instantly after the first year of tanking. Like, that just doesn't. They have to be bad for a bit first. No, I'm not salty. I just think is the worst outcome for him. I mean, it is what it is. Like, he's gonna play there. I just think it was the worst outcome. That's all. I think a team like I genuinely think Columbus would have been perfect. Like, they just never seem to get anything. That team. Oh God, Alan. I don't think they play him for the first year. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Jeff. I think it was a marketing thing. They just know they can make the most money of putting him in Chicago, like a hockey market. I feel like that's what it is. There's no way they trade the pick. There's no way. There's no way. They have to make the pick. They have to. There's no way. Yeah, the Ducks have been going for through a rebuild for a bit. I think the Ducks would have been an okay spot. I think the Ducks would have been an okay spot for sure. Oh, I don't blame Hawks fans for being happy. I'd be stoked if it was my team. Of course, I'd be stoked. I just feel like it's the most like obvious boring choice for Chicago because the NHL Gary Bettman just wants them to be good. I mean, I guess they could sign Kane still, Zorbsy. Like they still could sign Kane. Like that's not out of the realm of possibilities. I don't think. He's a UFA. They could still sign him. Just imagine Jason Dickinson, Connor Bedard, and Tyler Johnson. I'm getting chills already. What an insane lineup. That's so funny. That's so funny. Looks like I'm getting a Chicago Bedard jersey, I guess. I gotta get one. Apparently, I wasn't listening. Apparently, the announcer said that Columbus dropped a third without showing any car flip, and this was like way before the thing happened. Now people are getting all skeptical about it. No, I guess I don't have to get one. You're right. I don't have to. All right. I think I'm going to end the stream there, you guys. That was fun. What was I live for? Like just over an hour? It's good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was sick. We had a lot of viewers in the stream. A lot of people tuning in. I appreciate it so much. I hope to do more streams and more stuff like this because it's really fun. I got a lot of kind of streams and stuff that I got planned and I really want to do in the future. So hopefully we can do that. Taylor Radish about to have a career year with Bedard. Just watch. Just wait and see. Hey, Christian. I'm just ending the stream. Thank you guys for watching. What an absolute terrible ending, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll see how it unfolds. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I appreciate you guys. Again, I'll be doing more. So if you guys are new and this is your first time, then subscribe to the channel. I think I got a guy that's gonna do my podcast with me. I believe so. I hope he does at least. He's kind of a friend, so I hope so. It'll make things really cool. I want to do the live stream, or I want to do the podcast in a live stream format like this. So so we can talk to chat while we're doing it. I think it would be a really cool addition. I think it would be cool. I'd be able to talk to chat. We would talk about our combos. We would chime in with chat, all that fun stuff. I think it would be really, really cool. Have a good night, Alan. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. We had a lot of viewers this stream, which was sick. It was super fun. We had the chat popping. It was a lot of fun. Got me with the sub. Thanks, Christian. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that a ton. If you guys haven't seen, also before I do sign off, for those of you who are new, and if you guys do collect hockey jerseys, or even if you don't, I am doing a jersey giveaway. So go check out my channel and check the video. I have a video where I'm giving away a jersey. You guys can enter for that. Anyone's welcome to enter. You just have to be subscribed to the channel. I don't think I'm going to do the Fifth Line podcast. I have a different name for it than that. But I will be returning another podcast. I'm going to be doing them on this channel. So I will be going live on this channel with the podcast and then uploading them to this channel afterwards too. I'm definitely not an Anaheim fan. I don't know if you're talking to me. Oh, you're talking to Christian. We're getting a war in the chat. That's time for me to end the stream. We're getting a war. Getting a war in the chat. Guys, be nice. Let's be nice. It is what it is. Draft lottery, it is what it is.